Are live, and it is Tuesday morning. It's hangout time. All right, I'm going live from my phone again today, so that's kind of exciting. I'm wondering if notifications go out differently when I'm actually on my phone versus when I use the computer. So, testing that out today. Let me know where you guys are from and where you guys are. Hi, Jillian. Who's gonna win furthest and closest, and all that good stuff. Hello, Colleen. Hello, hello. Hey, Petty Teddy. Hey, Kate. Hey, Crazy Van Joey. Montana, Georgia. I think that's hi, not Hawaii, right? I think those are the same things, right? HI is, I'm taking my shoes off. I'm getting comfortable today. So I just got done working out, which is not typical on a Tuesday morning. So I like rushed over here, Dallas, Alabama, Illinois, Cali, Virginia. What part of Cali? Because I think you're winning for the closest, unless you're like SoCal. I think North Cal is pretty close anywhere in Northern California. Texas Panhandle. So yeah, I just worked out this morning. I have an amazing friend who always asks me to work out with her in the morning, and mornings and workouts just for me are kind of hard because I like to get going in the morning and getting work done, and then I like to work out at night, but I'm not sure if it ever will happen. So I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm going working out, even if I have to do a live video a little bit late. So we're a little late today, but it's okay because I worked out. So good thing there's not smell-o-vision because I stink. But I ran over here and put some makeup on, except I have like this whopper of a pimple. You guys ever have those pimples that are like not a big deal and then you squeeze them so they turn into a big deal? It's like, it wasn't even like a pimple. It was just like a little bump, and I just kept like, I was like, I'm just gonna try to squeeze it. And then it turned into this, like I woke up and it's not even like a pimple, it's just inflamed on my head and it hurts. And I was like, why'd I even touch it? You guys do that? Yeah, so less pimple talk. So, hi from Michigan. So today I was going to share with you guys what we bought at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Briley and I went to Hobby Lobby. Well, I'm glad I can help you not be bored. So today I'm also drinking a different type of coffee. I think, what did we do last Tuesday? We had Briley on. Was that last Tuesday? What is your motivation to work out? We'll talk about that in a second. Let me finish talking about this drink, and then I'll talk about working out. But I'm not sure if I was drinking this last week, but I learned how to turn my macchiato into a low, like a keto-ish macchiato, but at the same time save a bunch of money. This is now only $2.75. I get an iced espresso with sugar-free vanilla. Oh, I get iced espresso with 2 shots of ristretto, which is what Deanna taught us about, which is like a sweeter type of espresso. And then 4 shots of sugar-free vanilla. And then I get it filled to the top with almond milk, which I know their almond milk has a little bit of sugar in it. So it's technically not keto, but it's a lot better than a macchiato for you. So, and it's a lot cheaper and it's good. So you just have to tell them, fill the almond milk or the coconut milk, or if you do coconut milk, then it is keto, but fill it all the way to the top, because otherwise they'll just give you the espresso and then like a tiny bit of almond milk. So you have to say fill it to the top, and then they might charge you 60 cents, but it's way cheaper. So that's the drink I'm drinking this morning, and it's probably the drink I'll be drinking for a while. I've been drinking it for about a week and a half. It took me a second to get it down. I tried it with heavy cream because that is keto, but it tasted disgusting. But I also got 4 shots of ristretto. Now I only get 3. So I don't know, if you do less ristretto, it might, but if you like that really strong coffee taste, that might taste good for you. I'm getting so good at Starbucks drinks, guys. I did not start drinking coffee until I was about 25. And even then, I didn't really like it. I just kind of did. South Carolina, Melissa. So I started drinking it, and I was one of those people who were like terrified to go through the Starbucks drive-through or even into Starbucks, because I was just terrified to look stupid because I didn't know what I was saying and I didn't know what I was doing. Don't know what any of the words mean, and I still like am learning what everything is. Like, I was like, are they gonna think I'm crazy when I start asking for this ristretto thing? No, they are just like, cool, yeah, ristretto, cool. So But just start with something simple. I used to drink the Frappuccinos just because that was the easiest thing for me to order. And then I started realizing like that's not even really coffee and they're really expensive and they're really full of sugar. So don't do that. So I stopped drinking Frappuccinos and I started drinking macchiatos, which are still full of sugar, and then started drinking them skinny. And then in the winter, I really love peppermint mochas, skinny peppermint mochas. But last winter, I did not drink those very much. So I'm like, I just want a big one with lots of caffeine. Yeah. So you could just do like an iced coffee, an iced espresso. Like I used to not know the difference between espresso and coffee. I used to not know the difference between blonde and dark roast. And so it helps that my niece works there. And I actually found this drink because I was like, all right, listen, I'm spending way too much money on macchiatos and it's not good for me. How can I do this cheaper and with no sugar? And she said do it with whole milk or do it with heavy cream. And I tried it and then I was like, I'm just gonna go back to my almond milk at least, because then I'm cutting a lot of the other stuff, the regular vanilla and all that. Ready to hear about the haul? I know it's not a huge one, but it's a good one. So working out, I don't motivate myself anymore. I'm trying to get to that point where I'm motivated, but I don't I'm not that. I use my Keurig and my coffee grounds by Panners. Have you been to Dollar Tree? I have, and I'm going to be doing a Dollar Tree run here soon because I'm prepping for fall videos. So a couple of things you'll notice that I did not get from Hobby Lobby. Well, I'll tell you about it. I came up with this genius idea this morning, and I'll let you know. I know, I'm getting to the haul, okay? If you're new here, Tuesdays are the days that we just kind of hang out and chill. I usually try not to have anything organized for Tuesdays. It just happened to be a haul. So if it takes me a second to get to the haul, it's because Tuesdays are my mornings that I hang out with my peeps on YouTube and we just talk about life. And I had intentions to talk about grief today, but I am not in a grief talking mood today. I have been talking about, and if we do, it's not a big deal, but I didn't want to subject the whole video around that because if you guys have been regular Tuesday attenders, we've been talking about how life needs to be real and how I need to be real with you guys. And I have had about 3 to 4 extremely emotional, crazy days. And today I woke up feeling extremely good. And I was like, I'm not going to intentionally make a video that's going to put me back in that grief mode. So while I'm doing good, I decided to do a haul. And then if I need to talk about grief, which it's kind of a weird battle because I'd much rather talk about it in this state of mind than I would like in this weekend state of mind where I was just like everything wanted to make me cry and everything was just aggravating me and frustrating me and I was mad about everything and the world and everything felt like it was crashing down, and why would I want to do a live video and talk about it then? So I'd much rather talk about it, at the end of this. So I'm new here and I love your craft organizer, Ohio. Thanks. So yeah, this is all random stuff that I've got to get moving. And I'll talk about some updates with you guys at the end of this video. We have a lot to talk about today. So lots of planets in retrograde moving forward today. Everyone should feel better soon. Got it. Okay. So you're going to notice some fall theme going on. We went and this stuff is on sale right now. So if you guys haven't watched any of my Hobby Lobby hauls or understand how Hobby Lobby works, everything goes on sale every other week. So right now, fall stuff is on sale. Next week, all the other florals will be on sale and then I'll have to go back. I've been feeling the same. God knew I needed to watch you. Yes, Tracy. So life is ridiculous and hard sometimes. And doing live videos on a scheduled day of the week, I have just been blessed to have, for some reason, Tuesdays are always a really happy day for me. Mondays are always crazy, even though I love what I do and stuff. It's just, for some reason, I don't know if it's like the hype of the weekend and how exhausted I get over the weekend, but like by Monday, I am so exhausted. And then by Tuesday, I'm like kind of back to normal. And I'm usually like, once you have like a good emotional day, the next time I feel like your endorphins are like running a little bit harder because they're trying to fight that sadness or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I got some fall stems. These are in the fall section, not the flower section. And I got quite a few. They're all pretty different. even though these two are exactly the same. Yeah, these two are exactly the same, but I tried to get a few different ones. Let's see, maybe I grabbed, oh, you know what? I found this one because I was looking for ones that had a lot more than just like this, and then I found this one, so I grabbed 3 of them. So they're 40% off right now. And then I got to tell you the funny story. It's not that funny, but the story from yesterday at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, yesterday was Monday, so I went there. So I got 3 of those and one of these little doodads. I wasn't sure about this Gordy thing or what. I guess it's a tall pumpkin, but he's sparkly. So those would be perfect for my fall baby shower coming up. Yeah, so these are really cute. It'd be great for centerpieces, great for lots of fun things. I'm going to be doing a dollar store run to get stuff like this. Thursdays, Dustin and I are going to be starting to do crafting videos, and I'm going to give him challenges. Not this Thursday because we're doing the yard tube sale. But after that, I'm going to be getting stuff like this, and then I'm going to be challenging him to make things with me on Thursday evenings. So it'll be lots of little things. And then this guy, so this one, I just love that little pumpkin. Look how sparkly it is. So hello, hello. So I got some of those. And like I said, it's not a huge haul, but it's a good one. I like intentionally went with these 2 crafts that I was like, I want those in my house and I want them. And when I do that, my video turns out so much better. And the craft ends up not being just like, oh, I just threw it together because I needed to do a video. I actually like went to the store with intention to make 2 really cute pieces. So these videos are gonna be fun. So then I got this guy. He wasn't on sale, and he is, I think, like $4.50. So you could use a coupon on him if he's your most expensive. And then I got these styrofoam rounds right here. Just left Hobby Lobby. At some point, I want to hear how the homeschooling is going. Okay, we will talk about that too. These are $2.50 a piece, so I got those. They are not on sale. And then I got some of these. What are these called? They're needle art. What are these called? Looms. They're embroidery looms. I don't know. So I got 3 different ones. This one's $1.19. This one's $1.50. This one's $1.50. They're the same thing. So they're the same price. So I got 3 of those. And then I got this burlap roll. This was $10. It was on sale. And there's 30 feet of this burlap. This was in the fall section, so this is also 40% off. And then I got this, which I'm not sure if these, so Hobby Lobby has this it's not a new aisle, but it's definitely new stuff in the aisle that has all these signs, blank signs and things like that. And I'm not sure if it goes on sale. So I used my coupon on this, where the funny story comes in. But I used my coupon on this, and so if you didn't know, there's always a coupon, a 40% off coupon on one item, no matter what. So save your biggest item. Try to get everything on sale if you can, and then go back the next week and get the rest of the stuff that you need on sale. It kind of makes it hard if you want to do the project like right then and there. But I got this, use this with my coupon, and but their whole new aisle has all these fun signs, and I'm waiting for that aisle to go on sale. So everything at Hobby Lobby goes on sale every other week, and then there's certain items that rarely go on sale. So when they do, that's when I stock up. So I bought one, but when all those go on sale, I'm gonna buy quite a few of them to do different signs and fun things for you guys, because this was 17, so if it was 50% off, it would be what? That's a hard one. $8.50. So it'd be $8.50. So that's a pretty decent deal. Like you could make it, but you couldn't really, like, putting metal and wood together and like staining it. So anyways, so I went to go use and then let me finish the haul, and then I will talk about that funny story. Why I really went to Hobby Lobby was to get ribbon for Landis's softball bows. Did I only get 2 colors? Yeah. So her color this fall is mint camouflage, which I thought would be easier to find ribbon, and they don't have it anywhere, mint camouflage. And like actually mint colors, they like range from greens to mint, and they're camouflage. So I might just do 2-layer bows, but I might get a little crazy and actually create camouflage print on one of them by using iron-on. So I was like, do I really want to get that crazy with it, or do I want to just do 2 layers of the same color and then maybe make like a little circle of camouflage Do I remember you, Molly? I don't know. Where do I know you from? So that's what I bought from Hobby Lobby. And then I bought this morning. I was like, my nails are a hot mess. I was just in a wedding and I've peeled off my nails. And you guys have commented and know that I try to make my nails really cute for my tutorials because sometimes you see my hands a lot more than you see everything else. And so I like to have really cute nails. And mediators, please. Do we have any moderators in here? Yes, Music Chick Art's here. So I've always loved your nails. So I like make it a point to make sure my nails try to match what I'm doing. And, but let me see, remove. Yes, we do have, Kathy, I'm going to make you a moderator right now. So welcome to the moderator club. Anyways, so there have been times when I've been shooting like Halloween videos and Christmas videos like all at the same time. And they, let's see, remove, I just removed one comment. So anyways, so my nails don't always match those videos. And then I'm like, how do I get my nails to match the Christmas videos and the Halloween videos, but I'm shooting them at the same time or whatever. And so I decided, so I normally get like I normally get my nails done. And then I ask like, can you do them like this? Or can you do them with Mickey? Or can you do whatever? But then I started using just the glue-on nails for like little events like the wedding or things like that because I love glue-on nails. But I really love painting my own nails too sometimes, and I kind of want to do some tutorials, nail tutorials. So I found, which is not a new discovery, like they've had these forever, but I got this pack, which is blank nails, and they're the full cover nails, so you don't have to do like gel or anything. So I was thinking, I'm gonna like paint all of these really fun, different themes, and then I could just keep them and be like, I'm doing a Halloween video. Let's put my Halloween nails on. I don't know, is that dumb? So then I got some white and gold nail polish. These were like $2 a piece so that I can do just a basic nail for today because I'm gonna be shooting something with this stuff today. And so I wanted gold and white nails for fall. But I don't know. I was just like, you can take them off really easy and you can re-put them on for an hour or a day or whatever. So, plus I really love painting my own nails, but sometimes they don't work out and then I'm stuck with like funky nails and then I have to take it off and I have to hope I have like a whole nother hour to take it off and put it right back on and all that. So I think those would be fun because I can paint them either off my nails or on my nails. I don't know. So I just picked those up this morning before the video. And then I got all that stuff at Hobby Lobby today. Yeah, so funny story that goes with this and my coupon at Hobby Lobby. So on your phone, which I'm on right now, so I can't show you, there's an app, the Hobby Lobby app has the coupon code that's always there. And I was like, here's my coupon code. And she like plugged it in the computer. And then she looked at me and she's like, it doesn't work. And I was like, but it's your guys' coupon. Like you know you always have a coupon, right? And she was just like, but it doesn't work. And I was just like, so make it work. And then she was just like, it doesn't work. And then I was like, what am I supposed to do? Can you just discount it 40% off? Thanks, Kathy. You're so awesome. And I was just like, but you guys always have a coupon code. So it's not like I'm trying to use like an expired coupon code. It says like it expires on the 25th. It's only whatever day it is today. And she was just like, I know. And she was just like staring at me like I was literally going to pay full price and leave. And I was just like, well, I do a lot of like research before I come to Hobby Lobby, and I make sure to come here when things are on sale, and then I pick my one thing to use my coupon code on. I didn't say all this, but this was going through my head. And I was like, I pick my one thing that I'm gonna like splurge on, and I'm gonna use this one coupon code. And she was just literally staring at me like, it doesn't work. And so I was like, can we call somebody? Like, can somebody else help you? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, how about we call somebody? Like, we can get this coupon to work. It's the coupon. And seems like she needed some coffee. She was like really excited about, she was like, this is on sale. She's like, good job finding, she was like scanning them. She's like, good job, this is on sale. Good job, this is on. I was like, I do that on purpose. Ribbon's on sale too, 50% off right now. And so I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I wasn't trying to be rude at all, but I was just like, you were so excited about how much I got stuff on sale. Now my big whomper of an item that I'm waiting to get my coupon on isn't on sale. So that's why I saved my coupon for that. And then she just looked at me like, mm-hmm. And I was like, make it work, like figure it out. Like, you have to figure this out. And so I was like, we could go to like another I was just adamant. I was like, I'm not spending an extra $8 on this item, and I'm not coming back here for this item, because the next time I come back, I'm gonna have another big item that I want to use that coupon on. So Hobby Lobby's not very close to me either. It's about it's like a 15-minute drive. So I was just like, I don't know how to make it work, but you do, so let's try that. And so finally the lady came over, and I probably could have thought of this on my own, but the lady was like, do you have another coupon? I was like, I don't think so. And she's like, well, if you look online, we have another coupon on our website all the time. So I was like, okay, let me pull that up on the internet. So I pulled that up, and it had like another code, and then that worked. And I was just like, and this is the one thing about Hobby Lobby. If you guys shop there a lot, you'll notice their computer system is so old school. They literally have to put everything in manually, and then their coupon code is like a 4-digit code. Do you remember me from your vinyl chalkboard live when I said my birthday was in 61 days? I do, Molly, yes. So you were the one who said, my birthday's up next, and then you said it's in 61 days. Yeah, and so, but yeah, I was just like, this is your job, not mine. Like, let's make this work. We can do this together. So Hobby Lobby is 2 hours away from me. Good or rural Montana. So off topic, we are birthday twins. Yay! Are you October 6th? I hate how old school their computers. Yeah, their computers are so old school. I'm like, you guys, yep, happy birthday. I'm 10/6 too. So we're the Mad Hatter Day. So they should be updated enough to scan the barcodes. I know. And like, she tried to scan it. It wasn't working. Their computer, like, part of me likes it, because I'm like, good for you guys. Like, you guys are doing something. I don't know if that's better for the environment. I don't know if that's what, but I'm like, good for you. You're using old school stuff. You know, I guess like the old school stuff is less complicated, so there's less room for error. But at the same time, I was like, but then if your coupon code doesn't work, then your coupon code doesn't work. Happy birthday! Your birthday's tomorrow. Yay! We have a brand new store that opened 2 months ago, and their computers are the same way. I just don't understand it. Like, they're not like a mom and pop anymore. And I don't know, maybe that's what they like, because they go with that, and like, because I think it started out as a mom and pop, so I mean, it's closer than it was now before. Oh, so your birthday's not 61 days anymore, so now it's like soon. But do they have to memorize what's on sale each week? I think they do, but it kind of helps because everything flip-flops. Like, literally everything will be on sale every other week. And if you go on Saturday night, which I have never done, I've heard there's possibility that if they don't take the signs down, you can hit everything on sale, besides the stuff that never goes on sale. So 50% off sale, like literally everything goes 50% off. And so I never buy anything whole price there. Even if it's something that never goes on sale, I just wait, because I'm like, there's going to be a day when that, and I don't know the rotation. I think there's some things, I know these boxes, the paper studio boxes, never went on sale. And then they finally did one day. So I stocked up on them. I was like, okay, they're on sale finally. I'm going to buy all of them. So I love those boxes. And then those pattern, I think that one's a paper studio box. Maybe that one's not. But Michael's has those little photo boxes that I use for a lot of stuff. And those go on super sale. But Hobby Lobby's paper studio ones are ridiculously cuter. So I was always waiting. Happy birthday, Christina. So who are we talking about? Michael's? No, we're talking about Hobby Lobby today. Michael's is hit or miss. Everything is different, always. I don't know when their sales are. They're not predictable in their sales. So everybody say happy birthday to Christina. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun haul. So Briley went with me on that trip, and she rarely shops with me. I was really excited that she went with me. I found 12 by 12 paper studio box for 250 last week. I was so excited, but it was only pattern. I bought them to put scraps. Yeah, the paper studio stuff goes on sale rarely, but when it does, well, paper studio goes on sale, but maybe it's no, I don't think it does. It's the whole brand Paper Studio, because everything in my office is like Paper Studio brand, because when it goes on sale I stock up on the paper, I stock up on all of that. Yeah, the clearance aisle is amazing too. They have a really amazing clearance aisle. I put my phone on airplane mode, but since it's on Wi-Fi it still gets all these notifications, so I'm like constantly getting rid of them. My baby is 2 in September. That's exciting. I miss my babies being 2. I've been doing keto for like 3 weeks, and this is gonna be like oxymoron because I was literally just gonna talk about how I'm staying on track, and I remembered that Jillian wanted to talk about homeschool. I've been doing keto for 2 weeks now. It minus the wedding. I ate a lot of carbs at the wedding, and I felt it the next day. I did not feel well, foggy brained, all that. But I can like focus. Like yesterday, I like, even though I wasn't eating a lot of food, the food I'm putting in is so much more fueling to my brain that I'm like not as ADHD, I swear. Um, I love keto. 42 pounds lost since April. That's amazing. So I'll keep you guys updated on Tuesdays with that. Hi, babe. Are you out of your meeting? So I started Monday. So let's see. Today's Tuesday. Today would technically be 2 weeks with 2 cheat days for the wedding, like big cheat days. But we danced a lot, and I walked around in heels for 2 days. So I technically count that as like a cheat day, but I worked out a lot. So 67 pounds. That's amazing. Not me, you. Not in 2 weeks. That would be amazing. Nah, that would be really unhealthy if I lost 67 pounds in 2 weeks. But that is amazing. And I am clinging to everybody's success stories, because the first week I lost 6 pounds the first week, but it's all water weight. I do low carb, and overall I have lost 68 pounds. That's so exciting. So, I wanted to do, I'm not making a craft or today. I'm going to make a craft out of this stuff eventually, but Tuesdays are kind of just my hangout. Sometimes I make crafts. I was going to maybe work on their bows, but I feel like I have a lot of updates, and I want to talk about a lot of stuff today with you guys. So I wasn't going to craft at the same time. I was even debating like painting some of these nails while we do that. Why is the volume all of a sudden turning up on my phone? No buttons are being pressed. Creepy. So I'm going to go back to the homeschool talk, because I was just talking about how we were talking about keto and it keeps me on track mentally. And then we can talk more about keto, and then we can talk more about ghosts, because I'm really into this new show. Homeschool started technically not last week, but Friday before that. But our homeschool work started yesterday. So I scheduled everything from yesterday on and started their curriculum and all that. The week before that, we spent setting up their binders, making sure we had their curriculum and all that. Bye, Betty. And that happens to your TV too. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But we got all their homeschool stuff ready, and by ready I didn't mean much. I'm not trying to go overboard. I even was like, I'm gonna do like this big lavish first day of homeschool day and have them wake up to like exciting things, and then I was like, you know what, no. Every time I do something like that, it starts out big, and then I lose momentum. So I'm slowly just rolling into this and like, okay, let's start with the curriculum. Let's start getting a move on things. And then as we get, under the routine, then we can slowly add in fun things. And yesterday they came to the office, and we had a friend who does homeschool come, and they all worked on homeschool stuff together. It seemed to be okay. They did get a little distracted wanting to play with toys and games and stuff, because all their toys are actually at my office. None of them are at home anymore. And so they came here and they started like wanting to play with toys, and I was like, let's do our homeschool work and then you can play with toys. And then their first day of school took them about an hour total. And so it was really hard for Landis to comprehend that. And I was trying to explain to her, like, look, when a teacher has 31 kids and they have to get through an entire book, they don't have, they have to use 6 hours to do that. And so when we are one on one and when you're just doing your lesson and you're done, it's not going to take as long as when you're in regular school. And so, plus we don't have recess, we don't have art and PE and all those things. So, like, all those other things are included in other life activity, not just your like studying. So, it was weird for her to be like, I'm done. And she actually started working on homeschool stuff last week because she was like, I want to start and get ahead. And she felt like she was behind because public school has this like ingrained thing, like if you start on this day, you have to start on this day. And I was explaining to her, like, just because homeschool started on this day, I'm your teacher. I get to decide when we do each different lesson. And most teachers don't get through an entire book. Like, how many of you in fourth grade, I was so bummed that we didn't get to do our mission project because the teacher runs out of time. And then they're like, well, we're scrapping the mission project or we're scrapping this. So I never got to do a mission project, and my fourth grade teacher was awful then, and I never got to do the states and capitals. So I didn't get to learn states and capitals or anything about missions. So I'm really excited to be doing Briley for homeschool because now I'm going to get to do a mission project and my state capitals. And it's going to be amazing and super fun because we're going to do it as an art project. So Landis did she's learning the scientific process right now. So I put art and the scientific process together, and I had her make a plaque. She did it on a canvas of the scientific process so she could put it on her homeschool wall, and then she can follow the process when she's doing any other science. And I had her do like a painting of it or use whatever medium she wanted. And she ended up using like Sharpies and paint and duct tape. So she had a lot of fun with that. Once she finally surrendered to the idea that I can mix two subjects together, because she was like, why are we doing art and science at the same time? And I was like, just trust the process. I got you, okay? In a past life, I had to have been like a teacher or something. No, I'm just kidding. I've always kind of wanted to be a teacher, and the reason was because I learned differently. And I always remember thinking, man, if my teacher was doing it like this, I would totally get this so much better. But she's not. She's making me do it like this, and I hate this. So I want to do it the way my kids like to learn, and I just want them to learn it and retain it. I don't want them to just like learn it for a test and then pass it up and whatever. And so project-based learning is my favorite, and so that's how I'm going to be teaching them a lot. So we talked about homeschool. I think we'll be talking about homeschool a lot. I'm sure we will be doing, so my kids are natural sleeper-inners. So right now it's 11 a.m. and they wake up about 10:30, and then they have to do their chores, and then they can start their schoolwork, and they do not get any screen time until chores and schoolwork are done. And that's all on them. I require them to wake up. I have the chart that tells them what their chores are, and they have to know their chores and they have to do them. And if they even try to get screen time in, then I just say, okay, well, then your screen time's over. Do not ask me to watch anything ever again this whole day. And then that really gets hard about 6 or 7 when like the day has just gone on and they're like, can I just watch an hour of TV? And I'm like, no, you already did it. Plus tomorrow is taken away because you did it out of order. So consequences and all that stuff is going to be a big part of it. But they're doing pretty good for being on day 2 of like actual structure. But they're really good at being autonomous. Like they're just very self-reliant, because I've always kind of pushed that, and I don't regret it as much as there was a while when I was like, I wish I would have taught my kids to be a little bit more reliant on me, because now they're to the point where like they do a lot of their stuff on their own, and I'm like, but I'm not needed. But I obviously I'm needed, but like I just know there's mothers who like wake up and love to make food for their kids and love to pack their lunches. My kids do all that on their own, and it's not like to say like, oh, I did this amazing job with them. I've just always kind of been lazy in that aspect where I'm just like, learn it yourself. Why not? It's a life skill. Yeah, the haul is over. It was pretty small. I got a lot of fall stuff and some rings and some ribbon. I got some like this stuff and some burlap and this cool thingy room bobber, which I had to use a coupon on, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. You seem like a great mom. You will always be needed. Keep up the great work, Tay. Yes. So, I mean, obviously I'm needed, but like Landis is, her job on Mondays is folding towels or washing all the towels and folding them and then putting them back where they go. That's her job on Monday. And that girl can fold towels. Like, I was like, these towels look like I folded them. This is what comes from making your daughter do laundry from the time she's 4. Like, she can legitimately fold a towel better than my husband. And it's not better. It's just she has been in the routine of folding for so long, she knows how to fold. And so it's like, but then when they do things like that, I'm like, now how much more can you do? And we've taught her to mow the lawn and all those things. So can you show us your bow making, or do you have a video on it? I don't. I'm going to film this. I'm going to film softball bow making. These are going to be a little different than regular, like just the standard softball bow, because I have to create some type of camo on them. So they're going to be kind of different. But yes, I'm going to go through the whole steps of like how to make a softball bow, because I did Briley's last spring, and they turned out so cute. And I was like, I should have filmed these. They were so cute. And who doesn't need to know how to make softball bows? I guess they're the same concept as cheer bows, but I'll be using the Cricut on them. So sports mom, I know you guys have been asking for the sports mom video. I need to do it because there are so many things I see in softball, cheer, like that the Cricut is definitely needed, at least to have like somewhere in your team. Like one of the moms needs to have a Cricut, so you can do that. But Miss Independent, I can't wait for my son to be old enough to cut grass. Yeah, man, the more you teach them, or the more you let them prove that they can do stuff, and this is part of like going to Africa. Kids, and I said this to Dustin the other day, he was trying to get them to do something, get ready for softball or something, and he was like reminding them every step of what they have to do, and I was like, listen, they're beyond this. They are 10 and 12. Like, kids in other countries are raising their whole families at 12. And not like I want my kids to be that independent, but I'm just saying 12-year-olds now are like coddled video game playing kids. Whereas in the olden days, 12-year-olds were building houses with their families. We're out working Dustin's here, throwing me under the bus. Thanks, babe. He's just staying quiet until we talk about him. Then he's going to say stuff. No, just saying, like, a lot of us do it. Like, we constantly are, like, underestimating our kids, is what I'm saying. But when you really open up there's like a floating fuzz. When you really open up that world of like, how much can my kid actually do? My son, 12, and he's 12 and he's been doing chores since he was 2. Yes. And so like my philosophy is like, start with something basic, see if they can do that, encourage them, love them. If they don't do it perfect, let them do it. But as they get a little bit better, like then kind of like they actually will get better at it, even just doing it over and over. And so let them make those mistakes, let them do it wrong, let them do it how they do it, like, and then by the time you know it, your daughter's folding towels as good as you can fold towels. And so it's just like I was really proud of her towel folding. She does it in the thirds just like I fold them, and I was just like, they are so much more capable than we put them up to sometimes. Like, they're only as good as we think they are as well. And I was blessed to have a mom who thinks that I'm far better than I actually am. And a lot of people ask me, like, why are you so good at starting new things or jumping into something without like thinking too much about failing and stuff like that? And I 100% believe it's because my mom always made me feel better than I actually was. Like, if I was a good singer, she made me feel like a great singer. If I was good at art. She made me feel like a protege artist, which there's a fine line between like being too encouraging with your kids. Like for me at least, I'm like, okay, but I don't want to set them up for like this false like sense of security where they think that they're amazing and then they realize in the real world they're not. Like I just want them to have that ambition and the encouragement to be able to fail and not feel completely crushed because they're already on to another thing, because they realize that that doesn't define them, that they can be something else if that thing didn't work out. I don't know. I've always been super grateful for that type of mentality, being raised with it, because I have been able to jump into things and feel like I can do it. Like, so very fine line. Preach it, girlfriend. Yeah, there is a fine line, because then you see those kids going on American Idol where you're like, okay, your parents should have at least told you you're tone deaf. It's okay to be tone deaf. Let's try skateboarding, or let's try baseball, like something else. And then, you know, if you put too much emphasis on something, then obviously, you know, like steward it in another way, because you don't want them to be too confident and in something that they're not good at. And so, but you also don't want them to be too confident in certain things too, because you want them to be humble. So teaching humility and then at the same time teaching confidence is a very fine line, but it can be done. My biggest teaching thing that I always try to tell is modeling it. Like, I don't expect my kids to do anything I don't try myself. So in Japanese, that means something. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very hard to figure all that stuff out, but lead by example is what I do as well. Yes. So, failing by example, loving by example, leading by example. Like, there's nothing more. Like, I've never actually sat and taught my daughter how to fold towels. She's just seen me do it for so long. She knows how I fold towels. And that's a dumb, like, example, but it worked. And I was just like, you know, when I see my kids saying thank you, it's because I should be saying thank you, not because I'm expecting them to do it. When I see them holding doors for others, it's not because I hold doors for others, it's because I hold doors for others. I do have to remind them, because not only is example going to work, but you have to remind them, like, we need to do these things. Don't just take these things and think, oh, mom just does these, so we're good. You know, encourage them to start taking those initiatives. Stand back so they can be the ones to try it. You know, don't always take the initiative to lead, because sometimes you need to let them lead, and you'll notice, like, or you can just nudge them and be like, hey, why don't you go do this, or I don't know. But being the model of that is the most important thing. And then also, like I said, failing by example. Don't ever be afraid to apologize or say, like, I failed at this, and that's okay. Like, they will also lead or follow and realize failing is okay. Like, you're gonna fail at things, and it's okay to fail, and it's okay to try again. But yeah, that leading by example is super important. And yeah, like, if you're smoking and then you're like, well, don't smoke, like, that doesn't do a lot, you know. So it's just like, we can only hope that what we're doing is, our kids are going to just be better than that. Like, they're not only going to do what we do, but they're going to then have the willpower to do even better things, and then hopefully change generations for years to come and all that good stuff. So they're little copycats. We need to live by example. They will do what we do. Be careful. Yes, they will. And like, when a child who's like 2 comes out with a word that might be 4 letters, they don't just learn that on their own. So it's like, you know, you're going to get called out, and people are going to see your behavior. And that's not to say everybody. Like, I've seen amazing parents who their kids are just very strong-willed, or they have just a personality that is just completely different than theirs, and they just need that stewarding and that pushing to get that personality to go towards. You don't ever want to change their personality or change their will. You just want to steward it into something productive and positive. So I'm in the same position looking. So Wanda, what did she say? Everyone, please cross your fingers for me. I'm second interview today for my new job. I should know by Friday. Yay, Wanda! I hope you get it. My two oldest kids and whoever else is also in the same boat. Sharon, I hope you do good too. First time mom, 28 weeks currently, and these are such inspiring words. Thank you. Oh, 28 weeks. What is that? 28 weeks. Is that like 4 months? Like, when do you stop the weeks and start saying months? And then when do you stop the months and say years? Because I've been so out of that for so long that my friend was like, she's 27 months. And I was like, okay, that's like 2 and 3. That's like 2 years and 3 months. Okay, so I don't know. I didn't know. So 28 weeks is like 4 months. That's so cute. My 3-year-old is exactly like me, and I know why my mother struggled. Yeah, so yeah, my kids are good mixtures. I say they're good mixtures of both of us. However, they are so much themselves. Like it's so cool how like creative God is with personalities, because you think, okay, this person is half me, half my husband, so they're gonna have like 50% of me and 50% of themselves. But they really have like 25% of me, 25% of their dad, and then like 50% of who they are. And they are amazing. Like, there's so many things where I'm just like, that is a God-given gift, because I don't have that gift. I'm being homeschooled too. Today is my first day back to college, 10 years after high school, and I'm trying to do as much as I can online. So technically, I'm homeschooling myself. You go, girl, Alicia. I did some home classes. I did hybrid classes when I went back to school, like half online, half there. And online is hard sometimes. My daughter is my twin and looks, but exactly to a T, her dad. Yeah, Briley and I are twins physically, which another funny story, when I was a kid, and I was going to say we're not very much alike at all, personality-wise. But when I was a kid, I prayed every single night for a twin. There was nothing more that I wanted in life than a twin. I always wanted a twin. If I found a friend who looked similar to me, I was like, let's dress alike. We're twins now. My cousin, she and I look a lot alike. People even thought I was her when she posted a picture of me because she did my brows on Instagram. We look a lot alike, but we used to live 2 hours away as kids, which back in that time was like forever, because we didn't have phones that could call each other unless it was long distance. But whenever we were together, I was like, you're my twin. We're twins. So every night I was just like, God, and there were those movies always out of like long lost twins, and you always heard these stories, and I knew deep in my heart, like, there was no possible way that there was a long lost twin out there of mine. But I always prayed, like, God, you could bring this out. You can bring me my long lost twin. Like, I know that that's not real, like, that it's not the thing, but I know that there could be a way. And that's all I wanted. It's the weirdest thing, but I prayed for it so much. And I literally got a daughter who looks exactly like me. So it's just one of those things where it was like, I think God heard and was like, I think you want this a little bit too much. I'll just give you a daughter that looks exactly like you. And I'm sure when she's older, we'll be twins. I'm going to have an identical twin grandson on October 3rd. Oh, grandsons. Yay! And then there's something about twins. I wanted twins so bad. I wanted Landis to be a twin. I did not want Briley to be a twin, because once you already have one, you're like, the last thing I want is having 2 more kids right now. But when I was having Landis, I really wanted 2 kids at once. Like, I was like, first of all, I want 2 kids and I want to get it done with fast. So let's do it all in one. I want twins. And, but she wasn't a twin. But I really wanted twins. So if you're having twin grandson, maybe I'll have twin grandkids one day. Oh, hi, Belinda. I don't know. Maybe I will, but maybe I'll adopt twins. I don't know. I just want twins. I've always been obsessed with either having a twin or wanting twins. Interesting. I don't know why. Is that normal? Do other people do that? I've never even thought about that. Like, never thought about that. Maybe I was a twin and I had a vanishing twin. Have you heard of those? I never heard of those until I have twin niece and nephew. See, I would be excited if I had twin nieces and nephews too. I'd be excited if I had any twins. I do have twin cousins, but they're older than me, so like and I don't know. They were, and so they kind of run in my family. I don't know. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll get twins. I have twin siblings. See, I don't know if I would like twin siblings though, because they're too close enough for you to like make them cute and dress them, but they're not your twins. So you're kind of like not part of them. But I don't know. I don't know. Totally normal. Me too. Always wanted twins or to be one. Yeah, I don't know. I think because we have so many like shows that glorify twins and show you how much fun it is. And I don't think I've ever met twins that didn't have some type of bond. Like you hear about siblings not having bonds, but twins are always together. Like they're just, you shared a womb for 9 months. You're obviously like have a bond that nobody else can have. So I don't know. I'm the same way. I felt that God has called us to adoption, and I think we will end up having twins. That's exciting. Yeah, I think if I adopted, I probably wouldn't go the route of like I can only take twins. Just because if I was adopting, I wouldn't be doing it because I want twins. I'd be doing it because I want to help a child. But if you got twins, that would be awesome. They say twins run in the mom side and also skips a generation. Right. So if they were my cousins, they'd be my generation. So maybe I'll have grandkids that are twins. My best friend has 2 boys, but it's only fraternal twins that run in families. Identical twins don't, because an identical twin is a cell that splits. But fraternal twins are because the mom produces a lot of eggs. So that's why it runs on the mom side. And then if it skips a generation, that means my aunt had twins. And then it would skip my generation. And then maybe my kids will have twins. So just wanted to say hi. I'm new to the Cricut world, but I want to learn it and love your videos. Welcome, Christy. Okay, so what else was I going to talk about? Keto. Yeah, I lost 6 pounds the first week, but it's all water weight because that's just what it does in the first week. And now I'm down to that, like, I'm losing like a pound a week. This is a hormonal week, so it's kind of like, don't even get on the scale unless you want to be depressed. And then, so we'll see. But I'll keep you guys updated on how well I'm doing. I have learned to make, and I might film some of my keto stuff as I get better at it. But my 2 desserts I make is an amazing chocolate melting cake, which is like 3 grams of carbs. And it's so good. If you guys have ever been on the Carnival cruise, it's the chocolate melting cake that they serve, but it's keto style, and it's still amazing. And then I made peanut butter cookies, but I don't know if they're, because they each have like a certain gram, they still have a little bit of carbs. And then I make like a batch of 12 and then I eat the whole thing. So I'm like, they're keto if you eat 1 or 2, but they're not keto if you eat a dozen. So I stopped making those this week because I can't have willpower. They're really good, but you have to eat only a couple of them. When you're done, it's the greatest feeling. Was mom of 4 when I was back to school, got my bachelor's degree, graduated with honors, better grades than when I was in high school. Awesome. Yeah, so are we talking about, Alicia, you're going back to school? Is that what we're talking about? I think so. Let me see. I don't know. I think you're the one going to do your graphic design, right? Okay, it's very up there, so if you want to repeat it, I'll read it again. Yeah, so keto is going good, and my favorite meal that I've made, actually I think is what Dustin's made. He made Brussels sprout, heavy cream and bacon and cheese thing, and that was like really good. And then we've been doing a lot of asparagus with like heavy cream and bacon. But I'm trying to think of like, I don't know. Cracked chicken is the best. I don't know what that is. I gotta look it up. So I'm gonna attempt cloud bread. Oh, I'm gonna attempt waffles. So I found a waffle recipe and I got all the stuff for it, and then I haven't had time to sit and make waffles. So I haven't done them yet, but Pinterest swears by them, and like tons of people have posted pictures of them and say that they like feed them to their kids and nobody knows that there's no carbs in them. So I'm gonna try them. So 3 comments up. All right, Belinda, I'm going to make you a moderator. And then if anyone else wants to be a moderator who's here, Alicia, are you a moderator? I'm going to make you one too. And then Jillian, you're not a moderator? What? Okay, I'm making you all moderators. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was. No. I just made him a moderator. I do that all the time. I think you guys can remove him. Removed. All right. I don't know. You guys fix it. I made you moderators. Sorry, I was cooking. It's okay. You guys are moderators now. I've got a bunch of you who are always here on Tuesdays. And then if anybody else is always here on Tuesdays, I can make you guys do it too. I did a timeout. Thanks. So, Kelly, let's see. I always do that. I go to block them. That's why I need you guys to help me, because I go to block them and then I make them moderators. So I'm like, great. Now they're going to like take over my world. It's my day off. Yay. What's today? Tuesday? You have Tuesdays off. That's exciting. So I'm going to shoot fall videos. Oh, so I wanted to talk about the show that I'm really into. And then I wanted to talk about our new house adventure possibly. So we're about 55 minutes in. We'll hang out for another 5 or 10 minutes. I've been watching the show Rain. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but I'm addicted to it. And I think we've talked about this, how addicted I am to like British, and I know that's French and Scottish, but like anything in the United Kingdom, I like their history. So pizza with cauliflower crust is amazing. Yes. And our local pizza place, which is like amazing pizza place, my first job actually, has it, and you can get any of their pizza made on it, and it is so good. And so sometimes I go and I get that, but they're little, so I split it in half and I'll eat like half for lunch and then I'll eat half for dinner. It's a little expensive to do it that way because they're really good pizzas, so they're kind of expensive, but it's good. It is. Yes. So Rain is actually Katie from the Creative Sister mentioned it like 2 years ago. And it's always been in my head to kind of watch it. And then after watching The Crown, I was like, well, I want to watch Rain because I want to learn. I know The Crown is a little bit more historically accurate than Rain definitely is. It's definitely very fictional, but it has a lot of elements that helps me remember, okay, this is Mary Queen of Scots, and that's who she is. And apparently Dustin is related to her, so I have to learn about it. So I know who King Francis is, and I know who King Henry is, and I had no idea who these people were when I was supposed to learn about it in school because I didn't pay attention and I didn't care about it. But these shows make it interesting. But then there's like Nostradamus is in it and stuff. Yeah, Crown is amazing. But Crown sticks to history pretty well because the people are still alive, so I'm sure that they can kind of ask them, but I know that they're kind of limited in what they're allowed to tell people. So I don't know how accurate it actually is, but I know it's far more accurate historically than Rain is. But I love Mary and Francis. Yeah, so I'm on season 2. I just started season 2, so don't spoil anything for me. I still have so many episodes to watch, and I love when I find a show that's like good amount of seasons in because I'm like, ooh yeah, I have like a good while to watch all this. But it is a show that makes me so excited to just like have on because I haven't had that since Lost, and I'm trying to think of other shows that have made me that. I mean, Grey's Anatomy is good, but it's like, it's so many seasons in, you're just like, we get it. Like, you've done every surgery, you've done every person in the show, all that. So the way Rain ends is so upset. Don't spoil anything. And I'm pretty sure, okay, so this is what I started doing with these stupid shows. I started Wikipediaing things to make sure it's historically accurate. So with like The Crown, if something would happen, I'd be like, is that real? I'd look it up and I'd be like, okay, yes, that's real. So like, I know that Crown is more historically accurate. Grey's is stretching so much all the time now. I know. It's just like continuing, like, okay, break up, get together, break up, get together. I get it. Okay. Parenthood was great too. It wasn't as exciting as for me as the other shows. I must like that like fictional science fiction. That's what it's called, right? I was like, but so I like that they add that element in, and it's a little scary, but it's not too scary, but it's kind of breaking me out of my like I'm scared of everything and I can't watch everything, because like there's moments in it when I'm like that would probably be scary to me normally, but it doesn't scare me because I'm just, I don't know. I just look at it as like history, but it's not history. Crown is, but Rain is definitely not. But it helps me be a little bit more familiar. And then so I do Wikipedia. So like I looked up, like, okay, I realized Wikipedia spoils things for me because I realized Mary was married to like 3 different men. So I haven't gotten to the point to find out if Francis dies or not. But I know that she has 2 other husbands in real life, had 2 other husbands in real life. So I'm like, okay, so if the show covers this, then Francis has to die. And I'm going to be okay with that, right? Probably not, because I love them. They're like the power couple of the world. So, Grace is starting to get too political and anti-police. Not sure I've all able to watch this new season. I'm not on the new season of Grace because like it's gone on and on and on. So I jumped back in. I don't even know what season I'm on, but I just clicked Netflix, like continue watching. I don't know where I am, but I won't say anything in case people are gonna watch it or whatever. But Queen Elizabeth I, Kelsey. I'm so bad about spoiling things for myself. I hate surprises. So I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to know what's historically accurate because I want to be able to know this stuff. And I don't know why. I don't know why this stuff is so interesting to me, but it is. And the hubby and I have recently discovered Supernatural and are obsessed. Yeah, I don't know how supernatural I can go. So like I got into Rain for the history, but then there is a lot of supernatural in it. But it's also so interesting because it has the pagans in it. And like, I don't know very much about them. So now I'm researching them because I'm like, were they really like doing the stuff that they do in the video, whatever it is, the show? That's what my daughter says. Prison Break, Walking Dead, still binge Secret Teen. I watched all of Secret Teen back when it started, when it came out. I watched all that. The Secret Life of American Teenagers, is that what you're talking about? I don't know if that's what Secret Teen means, but I watched all that. So I don't know if Supernatural's scary, but The Walking Dead, Dustin and I tried to watch it. We tried to watch the first episode of whatever. That's the one where like the guy walks around with the club and like beats everyone's face in, right? No, I can't do it. Rain has a lot of like graphic stuff in it where it's like, you know, beheadings and things like that, which is just as bad. But it's history where I'm like, The Walking Dead hasn't happened yet, so who needs to think about that stuff? I don't know. We watched one episode and we were like, you know, ready to turn it off? You ready to turn it off? Yeah, let's turn this off. This is bad. It was the episode where he like beat the guy's face. I don't know how many episodes he does that, but he beat a guy's face in with that like spiky club thing and his eye was like hanging out. We were like, done. We're done. I'm not watching this. I hide my face when scary things happen on TV. And you never know. Okay, This Is Us. This Is Us is amazing. So, okay, but This Is Us doesn't have science fiction in it. This Is Us replaced Parenthood for me. So it's like that void that Parenthood left. But Rain has been replacing the void that Lost left. And Lost left a big void. Like, I was just like, what? I'm going to be lost once the show is over. Which, by season 5, Lost kind of got weird. But the first 4 seasons were amazing. I look between my fingers. Yeah, so I've learned to just, like, watch it. Because I'm like, the more I can watch it, the more I'm not going to get scared of things. And so far, nothing too bad has happened. And I'm like fascinated with like the plague and things like that. Those things are interesting to me. I don't know why. It's just so weird. I love Lost, so I need to start Rain then. Yeah, and they're not that similar at all. Like Lost and Rain are not that similar, but in my heart, like they fulfill the same like excitement. Like it has just enough drama, just enough love stories, just enough science fiction, and just enough. Well, Lost didn't have any history in it. So I've learned that I love history since becoming more of like a Christian in the last like 15 years. Like church history has been amazing. And so now I just love history altogether. So yeah, we talked about Rain, Keto, homeschooling. We did the haul. I'd like to learn how to make my own SVGs. Any plans for a video? I have a couple, but they're all with Illustrator. So I don't know. Yeah, Jessica, I usually start them at 10. I did start this one a little late today. So this time every Tuesday, except like a little bit earlier, like a half an hour earlier. You need to go to Virginia if you love history. Yes, I need to go to the East Coast, period. I've never been to the East Coast. But I love history. I love like I mean, I like history, like American history too, but America is such a baby state that I feel like it's not that much history. Like, I want to see the buildings that like Jesus walked on, and I want to see the like Jesus did not walk on very many buildings, but like I want to see the ruins, like the ancient ruins and the pyramids and like all of that stuff. I want to see the stuff that like we read about and we don't get to see very much. So yeah, you missed the haul. It wasn't huge, but you can go back and watch it. I did it kind of in the beginning. There's so much history in Virginia. Yeah, I mean, East Coast, Virginia, all that stuff. Like, I do want to go there, and it's an easy trip because it's still in our country. So I could see us going over there and learning all of like the United States history, especially with homeschool. But I definitely want to go, and I want to like I want to learn real history, like thousands of years ago history, not like 200 years ago or whatever history. But I mean, not to say that that's not like important, but I feel like it's easier to learn because it's fresh and you're like, okay. But once you get into like so many queens and kings in a row, you're just like, I don't know what time frame we're talking about when you talk about like Queen Elizabeth the First or Queen whatever. I don't know, but I just love history, and I feel like here you can only go back a couple hundred years, and then I don't know. So St. Augustine, Florida, France is amazing too. Yeah, I want to go to France. Now I know a little bit more about it. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to uh, everywhere, everywhere. I want to go everywhere in the world so I can learn about their history. I just feel like I would learn so much better learning like that. So Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, and actually Anna lives in North Carolina right now, so she's been like, let's come over here and we'll all go do all. She's in DC actually right now, but I definitely want to do a whole East Coast traveling trip and learning everything over there. So I think Landis is doing U.S. history. No, she's doing ancient civilizations this year. So guess we got to go to ancient civilizations first. But yeah, when she does U.S. history, we're definitely going to be doing some U.S. trips for sure. So come visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah, I would love to visit anybody over there. So we didn't get much time to talk about the house adventure. Dustin and I are doing the live yard tube sale on Thursday. Landis and I might go live tomorrow doing some Harry Potter shirts because she's been wanting some, and I don't have a video for tomorrow. So we might find a minute to be able to do that, but I'm not sure if we will. So don't hold me to that. But we're in the process of looking at houses and moving my office to a house that I could work out of soon. And we will be doing some fun videos and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get going, but I was just gonna touch on that because we can talk about that in next Tuesday or something. But or I could update you guys because I'm sure a lot will change in a week because it always does. And the yard tube sale will have happened, so we will have a little bit more time to do stuff. So join us Thursday at 5 p.m. my time, so Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing a yard tube sale, and we have boxes and double boxes and boxes with extra things in it and new things that are coming out in the boxes and a big announcement that hopefully we'll be ready to announce on Thursday. But you get paid on Friday. We have a lot of stuff. There'll be stuff left on Friday. If stuff sells out on Thursday, you guys loved what we did, but I doubt it will. We have a lot of stuff. So be ready for it. Yeah, there'll be about 8 or 9 different things that you can buy, but there are going to be live coupon codes if you're live, and then patrons will get extra coupon codes that will come out a couple days. Well, it is a couple days early. It's in 2 days. So coupon codes for the patrons will come out tomorrow for you guys to use. And we should have announcements for patrons soon. If we don't announce on Thursday what the big announcement is, we will announce it to the patrons at least by Thursday. And you guys will know long before everyone else. So you guys will know before, no matter what's going on. You guys will also have 24-hour access to the stuff from the live tube sale. Tomorrow you guys will have access to it, and it'll have what's in it, but you won't get to see the stuff that's in it until Thursday, unless I show you on Patreon somehow. Anyways, all right, I love you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday and possibly tomorrow. So yeah, I love being a patron. You're about to get excited because there's more stuff coming for you soon. So, and we found a new system that's gonna work amazing. It's just gonna take us a second to get it dialed in, but it's gonna work so good, and I'm so excited. So, glad you enjoy the channel. Yes, so check out your channel, and then I'm gonna go shoot some videos with the stuff that I just got. So I love you guys. Bye. See you later. Okay, it's been a while since I've been on my phone. Just press the X, right? Yeah.